the rush for me coming to it starts a lot in the neutral zone. And what I see a lot of is in the neutral zone, sometimes players, they kind of go on their own and they try to attack on their oon. What I'm a big believer is if you got time and space to the neutral zone, if you get your teammate up there, say we're coming down on 2-on-2, it's a lot about teaming up with that, like coming over to that guy. If I have the puck, I try to come to that guy. If that guy's not coming to me, I'm coming to him. So we can pick on the D, and that's a great way to cause confusion for the D, because then you make them have to communicate. You change, when you start moving lateral to the neutral zone, that D's got to, have good footwork, or, you're on a 2-on-1. But I thought Tampa, they do this great to the neutral zone, cross and drops and zone entries. Is something that they're very good at. Saw the one in game 3. I think it was the second goal with Plot coming through the neutral zone, slashes across and meets up with Kucherov. And then you can see this play evolve. I think the main point of that is, and what I see a lot of players do, again, what I just mentioned, was in the neutral zone, they just get the puck and they just sprint. Sometimes it's a little bit more about basketball, where you're crossing, setting picks, setting screens, and you're moving off of that, just so you can get, again, confusion in coverage. And I just feel like Tampa does this unbelievable. They did it great in game 3, like I said, and they get a clip of that to show exactly that goal. At the end of the play, Stamkos makes a great pass across, but if you pay attention to the coverage, it started the messing or the confusion in coverage starts with Palat getting lateral to the neutral zone, meeting up with his teammate, distracting that defenseman, and then it becomes like, okay, who's covering who? Next thing you know, Plot's wide open back door. So you see how that happens, and that stuff sort of like, that's what I think about when I talk to players, like having a game plan and understand what you're doing, understanding what is effective, and the rhyme and reason behind this kind of stuff. For me, it's explaining that. In the neutral zone, if we both just sprint in a straight line, you stay on your side, I stay on my side, we both are just on one-on-ones.
It's easy for me to defend. Yeah.
What's that?
It's easy for me to defend, right? If you're not isolating me, or I'm like, okay, sure, go wide. I'd love for you to just go wide and I just take you wide, right? But yeah.
Yeah. Once that forward starts coming lateral, right? Like now you're kind of trying to keep up with the play. You're changing that attack angle on the D. And once they start moving lateral again, now you start gaining time and space away from them. And you can't be pinned in against the wall. And that's once you can get in the middle of the ice, and once you can enter the offensive zone through the middle of the ice, like that's where you gain a lot more control as a forward. And Tampa does it awesome. They're a very good skating team, and they're also very creative, and they play off each other very well. And I think this goes into like cycling too, which I think I've talked about it before. It's a lost art, like crisscrossing, setting picks, and coming off each other. And that's what I've been doing, teaching here at the camp this week, was a lot of that, the cycling plays, and like how to set that up, how to set your player up, instead of just always thinking, how can I get to the net? It's like playing together. Okay, I don't really have a chance here. Like, how can I get my teammate a better look? Set a pick, let him have that free space, let him come into that area, get threats to the net. So, this sort of goes sort of in the neutral zone as well, to where I'm getting at. And this play that we had in game 2, I thought it was great for kids to learn from, and what does it mean? Why is it effective? And what are you looking for? Again, you're looking to team up with your teammate to pick on one of the defensemen versus each staying on a one-on-one. If you can do that, I think, Danny, you kind of touched on it. It's very tough for you to kind of track that. It makes it harder for you